Please stand and remove your hats for the last way. For the Warhawks, number 12, Michael O'Body. Number 32, Brian Jose. Number 13, Curtis Simmons Jr. Number 14, Andrew Farrar. And number 9, Marshall Webb. And now for the starting lineup for your DuBois team. Number 1, Nick Anderson. Number 5, Drew Moore. Number 31, Albert Mandel. Number 3, Anthony Jackson. And number 21, Julius Francis.
Hello everyone and welcome to DuBois Central Catholic. I am Brad Divens alongside John Allen today. I have a special guest here for the broadcast, and he's going to be jumping in every now and then whenever he wants. And we're about to get underway here. Again, like I said, at DuBois Central Catholic, and you just heard the starting lineups. Both teams off to not a great start on the season. The Warhawks are at 1-4, and the Dream is at 0-10. So they're going to definitely look to turn it around here tonight in front of this home crowd.
Brad, it's an honor to be this broadcast with you, and definitely looking forward to the home crowd and with the DuBois Dream after they have played extremely well the last few games, and I think they're really excited. The chemistry is here for a pretty good performance against this Washington Warhawk team.
Absolutely. Thanks again. So, big man out on the court right now that I've noticed is Anthony Jackson. He had a really good debut at home against Chautauqua last time. Well, when was that? 2 weeks ago. And I'm definitely looking to see him make a huge impact again tonight. As you got Jackson winning the tip-off, DuBois in white, and the Warhawks from Washington in black here. There's Rue Moore controlling the ball. Anthony Jackson wants to pass down low under Francis. Julius is going to get called for a travel right off the bat. So
They were quick with that call.
yeah, absolutely. I didn't even know he took a step with the ball. So now you're going to see the Warhawks down to our right. Looks like they want a quick passing offense, look to open up threes. Jackson gets spun around with a nice dish out to the three-point line. There's 3 for Washington. That's offline, rebounded by Julius. Julius is the only player in the PBL averaging a double-double this season. Now Anthony Jackson goes down low, and then he gets the ball back. He almost loses it, he gets it back. Converts, and DuBois is going to take a 2-0 lead to start the game here. There's going to be a 3 by the Warhawks. That's going to be good. John Lynch, number 13. There's Albert Varichello, very closely guarded, and that's going to lead to a turnover. And they're going to call. The ball went off the DuBois defender there.
Julius got that too.
There's some early miscommunication between DuBois, and Washington wants to have a very tight defense. You can say they want to guard Julius, Varichello, Jackson at all costs. So now they're going to inbound the ball, look for a few passes, eventually for showing a three, and that is good again. Obliquely from Washington. So DuBois is going to look to answer here. Down by 4 is Nick Anderson. Gives to Rue Moore for 3. And that's going to be good by Rue Moore. He is a player you can count on every game to produce. So there's Farrar. He kicks to Webb, and Webb shots offline. He rebounded by Julius again. DuBois looks to get a quick score here. But Nick Anderson slows the pace down. He wants to drive in. He does. Gets a layup, and that's going to be good. He's going to get an and one.
Boy, and he's pumped up. He got the good screen on that left side, and he was able to take the drive into the paint, and he was able to get the, of course, the layup and the foul. And that last 3-point shot, Brad, they ruled it a 2-pointer.
Oh,
so
did they?
Didn't
Okay.
make it a 6-5 score.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Thanks for correcting me. So you're going to see Nick Anderson's one shot from the line, and that's going to be good. That's going to give DuBois a 2-point lead again. You can see DuBois coming out very aggressive. They want to get on the board early, make sure this crowd gets excited for this game tonight. Now you're going to see Webb looking for his options. He finds Osei, and that shot is going to be offline. Rebounded by Julius again. So that's really Julius' third rebound. There's Jackson. He looks down low to Julius, and Julius is going to get the ball out to Rue Moore. Looked like he was going to lose the ball.
He had him trapped that time, but Julius did a good job staying with the basketball. That's been one of the other teams have scouted to Julius there, and they try to get that ball, and they try to slap it around and get him to get the ball low. But he stayed with it, you know, those big hands with that basketball, and it did get close to Rob Moore, and Moore simply was able to call timeout when he got trapped by 2 of the defenders.
Yeah, you've seen Washington do that a few times now. You see him on Varichello right here in front of us, and I wonder if that's going to be their way to try to shut down DuBois' offense early, so hopefully they fizzle out as the game goes on.
Good timeout by Moore taken in that. So DuBois maintains possession with the 2-point lead, 9:40 to go here in the first quarter.
Looks like it's going to be an exciting game for sure. And Rue Moore, or Albert Varichello, going to inbound the ball down to our left. He finds Julius down low in the post where he always was going to be, and Julius is going to convert that. Julius Francis for 2. That all comes from before I say that, Washington had a chance, but Jackson stopped him. Now here's Julius again for 2. And it's not going to go. Ooh, that would have been huge. Now there's a 3 for Washington. That's going to be offline, but rebounded by that same team, and they're going to call a foul on DuBois there.
Yeah, Washington that time got an offensive rebound, and it was able to get a putback in it and draw a foul. Or no, not a putback, but it was an offensive foul after that rebound. That last time for Julius, it just couldn't get that to roll in for him, but he had a nice shot the previous, knowing that 180 to get that ball to go in.
As you see, Brian Osei's first shot go offline. Just about 9 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. DuBois is up 10-6. And he goes 1 of 2 from the line. And now you're going to see Nick Anderson advance the ball up the court. Gets a screen from Jackson, gives it to Varichello. Varichello finds Jackson. Varichello wants the ball back as Jackson steps back. They're going to call a foul on Washington there. They've been playing really tight defense, real up close, very rough. I haven't seen enough of these guys to be able to say that's what they always do, but I'm starting to get the idea that's how they play their defense. You're going to see Varichello inbound the ball here. He finds Julius. He's looking for Anderson, but he found Julius Francis. Julius' pass is going to be intercepted. And that's going to be an easy layup on the breakaway for Washington. So here is that tight defense again. Varichello finds Moore. Moore puts a shot up, and that's offline. Rebounded by... They're going to call Washington touch that ball. They're going to give it to DuBois. I thought for sure it was going to go in favor of Washington. But here you're going to see Jackson inbound the ball. No one on this unit has taken a rest yet. Julius goes in. He's going to get called for a travel again.
Yeah, they're watching that really close. That previous play by Washington, I was able to talk to, I know his first name, I can't pick up his last name, but Corey for Washington. He had a nice steal, and he just took it to the lane and with a layup.
Yeah, there's a nice pass out by Washington. But yeah, that was a very nice steal. And as you see, Washington's attempt is going to go offline. And now here comes Ruel Moore moving up quickly. There's Varichello. Looked like for a three, and that's going to be good. I couldn't quite see from here, but it looked like his feet were going to give it two. All right, they're going to say that was not 3-point, that was two, but.
Much needed basket, though, for the Dream as they get to 12-9 lead.
There's a very nice play by Andrew Farrer there. As he got lost in coverage. So hopefully see more of that DuBois offense. You're going to see Rue Moore find Nick Anderson. Nick Anderson drives in again. He's been very active tonight, but he's not able to complete the layup.
Got to take that chance once in a while, get it in deep and in the low post.
And now Washington is going to keep shooting for these. Varichello is going to get a quick shot off, and that's going to be good. I did not expect that at all.
Nice fadeaway jumper by Albert Varichello.
And Washington answers, but they missed, so they didn't actually answer. My apologies. Now Rue Moore is going to get a shot off, and that's going to be good also. Rue Moore for three, and then that's going to force Washington to call a timeout and figure out what's going on here on defense. Right now the score is the DuBois Dream 17, the Washington Warhawks 11. We have 6:53 remaining in this first quarter. And so far, DuBois' offense has looked really good, as Washington's defense has also looked pretty good, but it's just all around really good game right now so far.
Right, it's a typical game where, you know, one team gets hot, another team gets cold, and the DuBois is able to take advantage of those missed opportunities by Washington and come down and get their picks there. So that time, Albert Varichello was 1-on-2, and he was looking back for any teammates coming back, so he did that token look back, and that drew just enough space for him to get that pull-up jumper and fadeaway. So that was a nice look-off by Albert Varichello that time.
See, as I noticed earlier, Nick Anderson's having so far a really good game. He's been up on the attack all the time. He's constantly going to the basket. You saw him draw a foul in the first few minutes of the game. So hopefully, again, we're going to see DuBois' offense come out. It's high-powered, look to be potent.
I noticed, too, that Washington's content with the perimeter shooting right now, and DuBois is kind of attacking the low post around the rim quite a bit tonight. So that could change very well as this game moves along. But right now, enjoy it. 17-11, DuBois building on a lead.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's going to be very difficult. They're taking these outside shots. It's very difficult to out-rebound Julius down low. And Julius almost with a block, but he could not as the man finishes over top of him. Do you believe that was John Lynch with the finish there? Be a foul on Washington. Here Julius calling for the ball, and he finds it down that low post. He finds Rue Moore. Very nice pass. They're going to say he was fouled. Very nice inbound pass to Julius, who in turn dishes it right to Rue Moore.
Boy, did they draw that up on the board in practice?
It looks absolutely like something you'd see in practice.
What a no-look pass.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Julius' sense around the net is just unparalleled. Really has a nose for the net, and you're going to see Rumore's first shot go offline here. He's going to convert 1 of 2 from the line, giving DuBois a 5-point lead right now. The man for Washington drives in, but Julius going to grab the rebound. Julius loses the ball, but is recovered by Nick Anderson. Nick looks to find Jackson, and he does. Jackson drives in, gives it to Julius, and Julius with an easy layup. I apologize for the camera work there. I was just dazed by this offense.
Yeah. And that basket by DuBois was all set up by a partially blocked by Nick Anderson. It probably wasn't noticed, but he started that play with a partially blocked on the other end.
You're going to see Jackson with a layup and go in for 2.
And in between, Washington did counter with a basket of their own.
Mm-hmm. As you just saw them with another basket.
That was number 32 for the Warhawks.
Number 32 is Bryant Osei, who made that basket. And now we're going to get some substitutions on the court here.
We see after the timeout, Brad, that they did change their scheme going underneath now instead of staying out on the perimeter. So they are changing, and they are picking up their intensity and going down low.
Let's see if that's very nice. It probably wasn't going anywhere, but Jackson with a shutdown.
Yeah.
You're going to see Joseph Lucic-Jozak and Lou Payne check into the game for the first time tonight.
Anthony giving the finger over the lips like the
There's going to be a shot by the Warhawks. It's going to go offline. Marshall Webb, yes it was. Now here's Rumore around midcourt. Finds Varicella, who finds Jackson. Kicks it down low to Joseph, and he goes up and gets the 2 points. Lucic-Jozak. You'll see plenty of him under that net. Here's a 3 for Washington. That's going to be offline. He recovers his own shot, though. And defense breaks down, but the shot could not happen. Rebounded by Jackson. And here's Varicella looking to find an offense, and he finds a weapon down low. Finds Jozak to Moore with a very nice passing play and a layup.
Working very hard to DuBois' dream. Both sides of the ends of the court, Brad.
They want to get this crowd in it. They want to, get their offense in this game early. There's a 3 for Washington. That's going to be offline. Rebounded by Varicella. Yeah, DuBois is looking very good so far. This team and this city wants this team to succeed very badly right now. And now here's Jackson, finds Lucic-Jozak down low, almost loses the ball, kicks it back out to Lou Payne, who finds Jackson. And they're going to say he was out of bounds, I believe. You're going to hear this crowd get more energized with more points as DuBois goes ahead by. They're the lifeblood of this team. This community has supported this team since day one. And there's an open man for Washington, and his 3 is going to be offline. He airballed it, and Rumore with an easy catch. Now here's Jackson with a fake out. Lucic-Jozak with a finish. And DuBois is up by 11 here with just about 3 minutes left to go in this first quarter. And now Washington's going to be forced to call a timeout here.
Well, Anthony Jackson, those last 3 plays there, just all over the place. And he also almost picked the pocket there with another steal. But again, that's a lot of pressure, a lot of energy, Brad, you pointed out, on the floor by the DuBois dream. And Washington is coming right back every time, but DuBois is right there.
They just, feel free. Yep. Let's see what Washington comes out of their timeout with.
11-point lead for DuBois Dream, and I think we could go out on a limb and say this is the biggest lead DuBois Dream has had this season.
I do believe it is, yes. And they just want to keep increasing that, of course. On the floor now, we got more Calais, Lucic, Jozak, Payne, and Varichello. So Calais is checking in. And there's a three for Washington. That's going to be offline, but they got their own rebound. And there is a very nice defensive play by Rue Moore to strip the man, but the ball goes out of bounds off of Rue. That was O'Blightley with the three-point chance there. And there you see him again finding another man off in the corner. And that's Marshall Webb converting for Washington. Now you see Lou Payne giving the ball to Varichello. He looks at Calais, but he knows better. He pulls up with a three, and that's going to be offline, but is it going to be rebounded by DuBois? Yes, it is. Rue Moore finds Varichello again. He wants to go right back to that same shot. He goes over in the corner to Lou Payne. Lou Payne drives in uncontested, but then he gives it to Lucic Jozak, and they're going to say he was fouled. We're going to take a mandatory timeout here. Right now the score is DuBois Dream 28 and the Washington Warhawks 20 with just 2 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in this first quarter.
I think the fact that there's some more bodies on the bench for DuBois, that's given the coach, player, owner, Albert Varichello, I understand there were some moves made again, with a couple of signings, and in addition, taking some pressure off of Albert, having a coach more or less helping out on the team, Dom Varichello, and they're checking things over. But what a difference when you have more bodies on the bench to come in and substitute. That takes a load off of the guys and keeps them fresher as the game moves along.
Absolutely, and all these guys are very good players too, so you're going to see them hopefully continue this. And as you mentioned, the head coach, Adam Crawford, has actually just been announced as the interim head coach as of 2 days ago. So Thursday he was announced the interim head coach, and he's real excited. I got to talk to him before the game. Of course he has jitters, but he's real excited to get behind his team and show them what he can do as in that responsibility position, I guess. About to come back out of the timeout here.
We always talk about this league, a semi-pro league, and a lot of these guys have big dreams, and appropriate name for DuBois a dream, but all these players in the league, they have that dream of getting the call or by a scout, saying they want to sign them, and that's what this league is all about.
Absolutely. Albert said it since day one that this is for people to get tape out there, to get their name out there, and potentially get picked up to play professionally, maybe overseas. Who knows what you're going to find here. But I just saw Lucic Jozak. Joseph. There's two Lucic Jozaks in our team now. I'm going to start calling him Joseph. Missed his first free throw, and then he went 0 for 2 from the line. And Washington's going to get a quick look. A 2-point by Farrer, and that's going to be good. Farrar, excuse me. Now here's Lou Payne, gives it to Rue Moore, and he wants to see what he wants to do here. He finds Joseph Lucic Jozak down low, who wants to drive in. They're going to give him, they're going to say he traveled. That's a third traveling call on DuBois so far. That's more than I think the past couple home games combined. These refs are definitely looking at that tonight. Now Lou Payne guards his man, his shot is going to go offline. And Lou Payne guarded the man, then got the rebound. That was Ghaffori for Washington. Now here's Rue Moore with 1:45 left to go. Gets a screen from Lucic Jozak, but then they're going to say that ball went off DuBois. It did go off DuBois. So here you're going to see O'Blightley for the Warhawks. And there's Ghaffori. He finds Farrar. Farrar drives in, but then he wants to kick it out to a man, but it gets disrupted. Now here comes Rue Moore. There's Lou Payne for 3. He's going to shoot that. That's going to be just offline. Rebounded by Washington. Now here's Gaffori, finds a man down low, and that's going to be a good. That was Marshall Webb, almost rejected by the other Lucic Jozak. Ivica, excuse me.
Well, Ruel Moore has a chance to stop a little bit of a run here. Washington on a 7-0 run, Brad. So it's now 28-24. So if Ruel Moore can hit these foul shots, that'll stop that 7-0 run right here.
That's definitely not how you want to end the quarter, any quarter. But after, you're going to see Rue Moore miss his first one. And Julius Francis is going to check in for Joseph Lucic Jozak here. You're going to see Rue Moore get his second chance from the line. He converted, he wanted to. That's going to push DuBois leads to 6 points now. Or 5 points, excuse me. There's Gaffori with a pull-up for 3. That's going to go offline. Rebounded by Lucic Jozak. Now here's Rue Moore. He finds Calais, who gives it down low to Francis. Francis finds Moore, but he's going to lose the ball. He's going to say it went off Ruel's leg. Going to award that ball to Washington.
That was a nice idea by Julius Francis at the time. He had his back into the body of the Washington player defense under low in the post. He simply rolled the ball over for the flying Moore coming in and just too low to handle.
Might have been a little too quick for him too, as it quickly went out of bounds as Washington missed the shot. And there's Calais, finds Lou Payne and looks for another passing play. But that play is going to go out of bounds. It's not going to get the man at all.
DuBois continues to attack the low post. So you have to like that. They're going with their size advantage down low.
The Warhawks don't have much to be able to contest Julius's 6'11" frame. Stays in the paint for 3 seconds. So before he's going to get shots from the line here, his first is going to be good. So here's Gaffori again, and he is going to convert. And DuBois wants to get some points before the end of the quarter here. Lou Payne goes up, and that's going to be offline. Rebounded by Julius, though. Yeah, that's offline. Rebounded by Lucic Jozak. Kicked out to Jackson, but we're not going to get it in time. So at the end of the first quarter, we have the DuBois Dream 29, the Washington Warhawks 27. So we'd like to thank Headmaster Mike Armanini and the staff of the DuBois Central Catholic School for their support in hosting our inaugural season home games. Without them, none of this would be possible. Also, we'd like to give our thanks to the Veracetti family for their generous support and continued encouragement for our organization. What does DuBois have to change coming out? They came out really hot, then they kind of slowed down. I don't know if it was the attempted passing plays, if it was just Washington came out better on defense. What do you want to see DuBois change here, John?
Well, it was a Washington difference when they called their timeout. Washington made an adjustment to DuBois, but now you got to be more patient attacking the low post. We've had 3 turnovers, which they were unforced turnovers. So, you got to cut down on the unforced turnovers and continue to play your intensity and keep it up. But you do not want those passes and give the ball right back to Washington. You have traveling violations and turnovers. You've got to stop them now, Brad, because it's going to turn this game around. You had an 11-point lead. It's down to 2. So you need to stop the bleeding right now because you don't want this game to slip away from you in this second quarter because you're in this game. You come out intensified. Washington had the long trip. It showed early, and now Washington settled down, and you don't want this game to slip away in the second quarter.
Absolutely great points made. And now you're going to see Washington down to our right. Here's Gaffori. He drives in against Julius, and that's going to go offline. Rebounded by Varichello. I'd like to hear what Adam Crawford had to say to his team here in that intermission, I guess. And Nick Anderson's shot's going to go offline, rebounded by Washington. Here's Gaffori again. Almost gets his pocket picked by Jackson, but Gaffori looks down low, and his pass is intercepted by DuBois. Just a little offline there for Washington. So here's Anthony Jackson, pulls up, shoots a three. That's going to be offline. And very nice to not allow Julius to get that rebound, because they don't have many people that compete with his size, as I said before. But there's a shot by Washington for three. That's going to be offline. Rebounded by Julius. Harper, the man, took the shot for Washington. Now here's Francis, kicks it down low to Jackson. Looks like he wants to go up, and they're going to call offensive foul on Jackson. As DuBois' lead is in jeopardy here. Washington could tie it up here or potentially take the lead for the first time this game. So here the Warhawks finally looking for a three. There's Farrar, gets up for two, and then that's going to be good over Varichello. DuBois really has to answer here. And a shot by Jackson is just offline whenever the man trying to draw an offensive foul there. There's a shot by Washington.
I think it's time for a timeout for DuBois right here. Would be a real good timeout, because it looks like they're not getting enough players down under low like they were getting before. It's a 1-on-3 and how they were attacking before. So they either got to slow the game down offensively and get set. They haven't been set the last three possessions, Brad.
Julius is going to convert.
They set it up that time.
Yeah, absolutely. You see, they slowed the offense down. Then they came out, and you saw Varichello to Julius convert. Farrar finds the man Ricci over the corner, but that's going to be offline. Rebounded by Julius. And we're going to say, what's going on here? I missed that.
They called the offensive foul.
Oh, really?
France Julius had a lead pass to Anthony Jackson, and Jackson apparently reached back with a little bit of an elbow there and got called for another offensive foul.
That's what's going to come back to haunt you, those offensive fouls. There's going to be an open look for Washington. That's going to be good.
They've erased that deficit.
Yep, and Calais comes right back with a three. That's going to be offline. That's going to go off of Julius, too. That's been DuBois' kryptonite, essentially. Whenever they start to feel panicked offensively, they'll hurry up, rush a three-point, and then dig themselves into a deeper hole. But hopefully you see DuBois slow down here. You see Rue Moore checking into the game as the starting five is back on the court. Lynch finds a man who wants to drive down low. They're going to say he was out of bounds.
Line violation. Washington's definitely picked up their game.
Absolutely.
It's important for DuBois to stay with what they've been doing tonight. Just a couple times they got out of sync.
Apologize for that. As we were talking about what DuBois was doing, they've been working the post. And you didn't see, but Julius was working down low. And there's a nice spin and a put up by Harper. Layup, over Rue Moore. Rue Moore finds Nick Anderson. Nick Anderson finds Varichello, who wants to get an open three. He loves shooting for threes. And then he'll drive in, but he finds Jackson down in the corner. And Jackson's going to drive in and put one up over Harper, that was. So DuBois ties this game up again. 33 all with just about 8 minutes remaining here in this second quarter. shot for Washington is going to be offline. Rebounded quickly by Nick Anderson. And he finds Jackson, who steps back, looks for a three, but then the defense gets there. He finds Varichello, who shoots a three, and that three is going to be just offline by Varichello. And we're going to take a mandatory timeout here with 7:50 remaining in this first half. The DuBois Dream 33 and the Washington Warhawks also 33.
Hello, everyone. Who needs free 4G LTE phones?
I'd like to take this time to thank our players and staff. Would like to thank Haas's Steak and Sea House, where your family wants to eat. Located at 675 Liberty Boulevard, proud sponsors of the DuBois Dream.
Lesson A, 312 Owens Drive, next to Bonton, for call 814-299-71.
And then, hello everyone from Cricket Wireless. Who needs free 4G LTE phones? Who wants to save monthly on cellular phone bills? Cricket Wireless comes to DuBois for fulfilling all your needs. Cricket deals starting at just $30 a month, or 5 lines for only $100. Rush today at 312 Commons Drive, next to Bonton, or call 814-299-7159. That's 814-299-7159 to join Cricket. So during that last stretch of play, you saw DuBois lose the lead, tie the game back up. A few fouls offensively, which would have been big, which hopefully would have turned out to be big plays. Saw some big plays. This might be the closest game they've played this season. And hopefully you don't see any of that fatigue start to come in. You see a few guys wiping their brows off and needing drinks. So we're hoping DuBois doesn't need that, or doesn't start to show signs of that and start to wear down.
Yeah, this media timeout or mandatory timeout here, hopefully that'll help a little bit. A couple of the guys looked like they were starting to slow down a little bit and needed a break, so this will definitely help and see what happens. Washington has really picked up their game.
And Farrer gets an open shot, but it's going to be offline, but then it's going to be rebounded and converted.
42
by Harper, yeah, thank you. So now you're going to see Rue Moore control the ball. He wants to throw it up, and then there's a pile under the net. One man fell into another, a domino effect there. And Farrar is going to find a man for three. That ball is going to be offline. Then we're going to say Washington touched it out of bounds. Dom Varichello barking out commands to his team. Unfortunately, he can't play right now. He has a hand injury. He suffered one of the first weeks of the season. But he's been a part of this team no matter what, whether as a player or as a coach. They're going to call Harper for a foul here. You can see Varichello's going to inbound the ball just off screen to the left. Finds Lucic Jozak, who looked like he wanted to shoot a three, but then he decides to go to Nick Anderson, who's going to drive in. He kicks it out to Ruel Moore. Ruel Moore's going to slow down and find Jackson over in the corner for three, I believe, and that's going to be good by Anthony. Is it just two?
Unless I was reading the wrong line.
It's hard to see here. Yeah. Okay, I see where we're at now. All right. On the far side of the court, it's hard to see those lines. So that was Jackson for two. And then Washington answered. Ooh, Nick Anderson's going to go down hard.
Wait, Nick Anderson was really working hard on that play and then just got tripped up there at the end. So I was kind of waiting to see what that was going to be, because when he went tumbling forward, he had the ball, so you had to wait to see what was going to be called.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Never quit working here. There's Lucic Jozak steps back behind the three-point line, up to three, but that's going to be offline. Rebounded by Jackson, though. Jackson looks to Lucic Jozak down low again. They're going to say that goes off of a Washington defender. So here's Varichello, who's going to get his shot blocked down in the corner. And Now Washington mishandles the ball, but they're going to get it back, and that's Harper. Finds Farrar. 13 back to Farrar. At 13 was John Lynch, and then Farrar's going to shoot a shot, and that's going to be good. Only 2 points there. Well, now Washington has a 4-point lead. You don't want to see them start to run away with it. Excuse me. Now Varicella is going to drive in, and that's just going to go offline. Lucci's Jozak, but Varicella works hard, gets his rebound back, goes out, and then his shot is just offline again. Now Washington's stuttering on offense here, and that's going to be offline. Also, some sloppy basketball here in the past few minutes, but that's all could be the fatigue. Washington, we said before, had a long trip. DuBois getting back in front of the home team, and now Rue Moore's pass is going to get intercepted. And he's going to get the ball back. And now here's Rue Moore finds Jackson as he goes down low. He's going to get very nicely blocked by Osei. That was hard to keep up with.
Oh, yeah. That was a pretty good block there.
Mm-hmm. Seen some nice defensive plays both ends so far, but
and quietly Washington has come back to take a 4-point lead.
Yeah. That first time out they took, we said before, but it's been crucial. It's definitely, they've looked like a different team since then. Saw DuBois miss a few opportunities and then give up a few opportunities at the other end. However, they're only down by 4 right now with just under 5 minutes left to go here in this first half.
That's just where you got to really, check your inner strength here and just stay with it. You don't want to get behind. This is where the games, you win or lose games. This is where you stay in the games here because you come out so strong and with a lot of intensity. Now it's a matter of rotating your players in and out quickly to keep the fresh legs, to make it through 24 more minutes plus 5, I guess.
Yeah.
29 more minutes in this game. So you don't want to spend all your energy here, but you want to keep it close.
Yeah. So you're going to see Jackson inbound to Francis, who kicks it out to Payne. He hands it off to Jackson. Jackson steps back and shoots a shot, and that's going to be good. Yeah, it was for 3. All right. A very nice step back by him as Washington answers with a 3 of their own. Here's Jackson driving in again. That's going to be blocked by Ricci by Washington. There's a shot. Oh, that's going to be good for Washington. Going to be up by 6 points. Washington is here. 4 minutes, just about 4 minutes remaining here in this half. There's Payne, finds Jackson. Jackson shoots up, and that's not going to be good. It goes off the rim. You hear Julius wanting it under the net. And this is where you're going to, that's a good timeout by DuBois, absolutely. Washington converted at least their last 3 offensive opportunities. Looks like DuBois is starting to slow down again.
Washington's finding their rhythm, so that becomes dangerous here at this point, and they're building their lead up to now 8 points, as you pointed out, Brad, with about 4 minutes to go in this first half. So now, DuBois, you got to just kind of regroup, find yourself, no turnovers, no unforced errors, just kind of stay close and go back to your original game plan. And Washington's defense also has picked up on their part of the court. They're coming out and challenging DuBois not to get inside whatsoever, where they were dangerous early part of this game. So now you just have to come up with some, maybe some pick and rolls or screens to free up some players. And maybe, you got to go. It's a game of chess, Brad, following St. Francis University games, and congratulations on your college degree and following the,
thank you.
Is it the Flash, the Red Flash?
Yeah.
And being a part of the DuBois Dream, that's fantastic what you're doing to help out the DuBois Dream this year as well.
Thank you very much. So we're going to see what head coach Adam Crawford had to draw up there, along with assistant coach Dom Varichello while he's on the IR. So you're going to see Payne and Calais out there. Payne finds Varichello. He wants to shoot that three, but he's going to give it to Calais. He finds Julius down low, and that's going to be offline by Julius, rebounded by Osei for Washington. And that ball is going to be mishandled. Now here comes Lou Payne. Slows up to let his offense catch up to him. Now here's Rue Moore is going to shoot a three, and that's going to be good. He's had a very impressive game tonight so far. He's one name I hear myself calling over and over again. And now here the Warhawks with a two of their own that's not going to go. DuBois down by 5 here. Rue Moore comes to drive in, and that's going to be just offline. And scramble under the net is going to come out in favor of the Warhawks. A nice pass under the hoop. That was Lynch to Osei. Here's Lou Payne, looks number 13. That's Corey Calais. He finds Varichello, and they're going to go down to Julius in the post, of course. Lou Payne finds Calais out for 3, and that's going to be good. DuBois are doing exactly what we said they had to. They had to come out, pick their buckets, and make sure not to make any more careless turnovers. And you're going to see this offense start to heat up again, probably. As the Warhawks answer, that's Lynch. But it was just 2. So DuBois down by 6 here. Calais kicks it down to Francis in the post. Now they're going to say the Warhawk defender had 2 hands on Julius. Julius is a very big threat under the net. He's 6'11", and he's going to stay in that pose, and Calais tried to find an inbound. He can't find one. Eventually he finds Varichello. Under 2 minutes here remaining in this half. And they give it down to Francis again, but that's just turned over. And here come the Warhawks back. They're going to say no bucket. He traveled. That might be huge for DuBois if they can come out with a bucket here.
That was a forced turnover that time by DuBois, forcing the travel that time.
Payne finds Moore down low, and his pass is just offline. Looks like he was going to go to Calais. There's a shot offline for the Warhawks. That was number 12, Oblightly. So you're going to see Varichello now pull up and shoot that 3. That's going to be offline. He wants to go get his own rebound, but was not quick enough. Now, almost gets the ball back. They're going to call a foul on Albert Varichello there. First of the half, or the quarter, for DuBois. During that first quarter, the Warhawks were the less disciplined team, and they took fouls at least 4 or 5, but they're only up to 3 right now. And their shot's going to be offline, rebounded by DuBois. So here's Lou Payne, finds Rue Moore, who's going to pull up for the shot. He's going to get knocked down, but no call. And now here the Warhawks coming back. They're going to call Lou Payne with a foul there for DuBois. Lou Payne takes more hits in the lane than anybody. Watching them in the past few games, he'll just stand in there for the punishment. And you gotta love that in a player. We're gonna see Rue Moore checking out and Anthony Jackson checking in. O'Blakely's about to take a Blakely converts from the line. DuBois down by 7 points right now, excuse me. Here's Jackson with a nice walk-in and a layup. DuBois now down by 5. Washington can try to go 2 for 1 here. And their 3-point is going to be offline. But it's going to be saved by the Warhawk player. I don't know who that was.
Quite an athletic play there, keeping the ball inbounds, and, leaving the play and then throwing it back in and getting a basket.
That was very nice. Saw him do that a few times tonight. And now a shot by Varichello. We put back by Julius, and that's going to be good before the buzzer. And the crowd has come alive as Julius Francis makes sure not to go out on a sour note before the half. The score at the half, the Washington Warhawks 53, the DuBois Dream 48.
Everybody get down to 53.
You're good. We'd just like to extend a big thank you to Fat Kids Cheesesteaks, located at 243 West Long Avenue, serving the best Philly cheesesteaks this side of Philadelphia.
So good.
Call them at 371-3355 or 591-1999, or stop in to see their menu of sandwiches, burgers, and other terrific selections. Thank you for supporting the DuBois Dream.
Scores for the numbers and the player reserve.
All right, I'll take that if you'd like. You want to read them? I can't see. Okay, all right, I got them. All right, so leading scorers tonight excuse me, let me grab this.
Okay.
For the Warhawks, got John Lynch, number 13 with 14, and then the next highest would be Michael O'Blately with 11. They've had a lot of offense coming from a lot of different players here. Gaffori is in 3 points. Harper is in 6. Who else is? Farrar, I believe that's how you pronounce it, is in 10 points so far. So that's very good if you want to spread. You want to spread your scoring out as a team. And for DuBois, is this Albert? 31? No. Well, is that just? Okay, I see. That's Anthony Jackson. Sorry, apologize. Anthony Jackson has 13 points. And what's going on? Other members, 13, 4, 8. So pretty much same scoring, distributed equally amongst like different players or different amounts of players. Washington have 3 men above in double-digit points. DuBois only has 2. Julius Francis, crowd favorite here, has 8 points. And again, as I mentioned earlier, he is averaging a double-double so far this season in the PBL. So I'm sure you'll see him up. He'll get the double-digit points for sure. Double-digit rebounds also, almost definitely. So we're going to take a break here for the halftime, and we'll be back with the third quarter. Once again, the score is the Washington Warhawks 53, the DuBois Dream 48. We'll be right back. Keep doing whatever you want to do.
Okay.
We're going to be back out of the half here.
Now, they'll be going that way?
Yeah, they'll be going down to our right now.
Okay. Still be hard.
Score again, the Washington Warhawks 53, the DuBois Dream 48. As you're going to see the Dream moving from our left to our right this time.
See if I can get an action picture here.
So I apologize for the end of that halftime. Rue Moore for DuBois is one of the leading scorers. And as the pass attempted alley-oop for the Warhawks went offline. Julius is wide open. He wanted that ball real bad. Now here's Moore, finds Jackson. He loses the ball, but Julius gets the ball. Julius goes up and puts it in. Now there are the Warhawks down to our left. And the Warhawks didn't get a chance to inbound the ball. There's Farrar. Finds Lynch. Finds a man down low. That's Harper, I believe. And guarded by Julius. He can't go too far. There's another shot by the Warhawks. Offline, rebounded by the Warhawks, though. Jackson's the last man left. And he successfully stands him up. Now there's more down low to Julius. And that's going to be offline, though. That would have been huge to start this half. And here the Warhawks with a shot that goes offline and rebounded by Rue Moore again. He says he wants to slow it down. Calls for a screen, but he doesn't get it. Varichello. Jackson driving in. Gives it to Nick Anderson, who is going to drive in. It's a screen from Julius, and that's going to go offline, though. There's a shot by the Warhawks for three, and that's going to be good, I believe. That's Oblightly. That's one of their leading scorers from the first half. Starts the second half with a three-pointer, and here's Nick Anderson. Finds Varichello. Looks like he wants to go to Jackson, but he's going to just drive in, take a shot. That's going to be offline. Varichello looked like he wanted to foul there. And the Warhawk shot is not going to go after bouncing around the rim a few times. And here comes Varichello back. Looks like he wanted to go fast. He almost loses the ball from Lynch to Lynch. Now here's Rue Moore. Wants a screen from Julius. He's going to throw that up, and that's not going to go anywhere. DuBois is back, and they get to stop the man. And here comes Rue Moore on the other half of the court. A nice Euro step, but that's not going to go either. Here comes Farrar for the Warhawks, and that's also offline. Rebounded by DuBois. They're going to call Farrar there. DuBois down by 6.
Number 14, Farrar, his third.
So here you see Nick Anderson. That ball is going to be tipped out of bounds. It looks like the Washington defender tipped it out. That was Webb with the tip. Now Gafori's going to check in for Farrar. Find Julius down low. He's going to go up and just going to miss. Nice defensive play by combination of Jackson and Anderson as Varichello is getting mobbed in the backcourt. And the team is not finding an opening, but he finds Jackson finally. He finds Calais in the corner. Calais for three, and that's not going to go. Rebounded by Jackson, though. And he puts it back up. That's Jackson's 15th point tonight. Very impressive by him. And there's a shot by the Warhawks going to go offline. There's a shot by Harper. Fakes out the man, and he converts. DuBois down by 6 here. Jackson goes to Varichello for 3. That's going to be offline. He's going to get called foul. He's going to get 3 shots from the line. That's not the first time that happened to Varichello. That seems to happen to him a lot when he goes for those 3s. That foul is going to be on number 12, Michael O'Blightly. O'Blightly for the Warhawks has 14 points this evening. Varichello's first is going to be good. His second is just going to be offline. Varichello's going to get one more chance from the line. And that's going to be good. He goes 2 of 3 from the line. That gives him 6 points on the night. And now here come the Warhawks looking to answer. Their lead only 4. You see DuBois really wants to make this happen for this team, the city. And there's a shot by Gafori for Washington. So DuBois back again, down by 6. Here's Calais, finds Varichello, gives it down in the corner to Anderson. Anderson drives in. We're going to call a foul on Washington here.
And Nick Anderson was able to get a nice drive down on the baseline on the corner, and he was taking it toward the paint in the high area, and then he was, I believe, going to toss the ball to the inside, and then that's where the foul was as they collapsed in on Julius Francis. DuBois still has the ball, the shot clock down to 5.
There's Calais, puts up a 3, and that's going to be good by Corey Calais. There's a response by the Warhawks. He's going to go offline, rebounded by Julius. And he almost loses the ball, but he gets it back. Finds Jackson, who gives it to Varichello. Varichello's going to quickly call a timeout because he was mobbed again. And they want to keep possession of that ball. Seen that happen a few times. Might be Washington going back to their original plan of just mobbing the ball carrier. And that's what let DuBois get up to an 11-point lead in that first half.
I want to thank Shane Felix. Shane running the clock and also helping us with the stats here tonight. Thanks, Shane. He's also having a nice nachos and cheese.
Just another one of those things where the community is coming together to help this team. We have very many supporters from this community. And we're going to get back to action here as Varichello goes down low to Francis, gives it back out to Varichello. And that's going to be good by Albert Varichello. He's going to tie the game for DuBois. And Harper's going to get a chance right back at the other end for the Warhawks. But that 3 by Varichello is huge. Tying the game for them again. This team is resilient. And if they can, very nice pass from Jackson to Anderson. Gives it back to Jackson. He's going to shoot a 3 now. And that's going to be offline. If they can get Varichello his hot hand, this.
Nick Anderson taking one for the team that time. He basically, it was a ball out of bounds. There was no foul on that play.
And there's that man, Nick Anderson. Finds Jackson. Jackson goes down low to Francis. Francis goes up, and then he converts.
Just showing his overall strength underneath that time. And that's much improvement for Julius Francis than earlier in the year. He just powered his way that time, Brad.
Pump faked the man, and then he went up and got the basket. And Washington.
And you followed the team. You've seen them a lot more than I have. But was that a good play by Julius since the beginning of the year? I mean, this time he just said, I'm taking that into the hoop that time.
Yeah, early in the year I noticed he was just going up, losing the ball maybe, or sometimes he'd convert. But there he knew what he wanted, and he got what exactly what he wanted.
Very good overall play from the teams. And it's not coming in just spurts tonight. It's coming in longer periods.
Absolutely.
And that's the key tonight for DuBois. And they just have to stay in their moments and don't have those lapses like they did have in that first half where they had a big 11-point lead and then those costly travelings and turnovers. So they just got to avoid that and just stay within themselves. And Washington, everybody looks at records and everything like this, but they did have that long travel. Everybody has long travels.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know what I mean? We talk about that. DuBois has long travels too. But the exciting part is that DuBois will be at home pretty much the remaining part of the second half of the schedule. So.
Still have 6 home games, 5 after this one, I believe. You can always check out DuBoisDream.com for the schedule, though. If you want to come out, see when you can come out, check out this team in person. You can hear the crowd is very live tonight. Here is Lynch for the Warhawks. Going to drive in. They're going to call a foul on DuBois here. Corey Calais is going to be the man. As he's going to convert his first from the line.
Yes, that's not Lynch. Who is that? What's that guy's name?
He told me he was Corey, but we'll just call him what the book says.
Whenever they announced the starting lineups, there's one guy that wasn't on here. It was like Corey something the third. So
okay.
That must be him.
Yeah, he told me his name was Corey.
You see Nick Anderson with the ball here. They call a foul on Before.
That was the first one here tonight. I got a ride and only could drop me off like 4:30. That was weird. Then they got here early. So I was talking to him for a little bit. Sorry about it.
No, you're good. I wasn't paying attention.
Nick Anderson gets the ball inbounded from Jackson. Jackson finds Francis down low. Francis looks like he wants to drive in, and they're going to call another travel. I think that's his third. We have to really watch out for that tonight. So you hear number 13 for the Warhawks. On our score sheet, it says John Lynch, but we do not believe that's who that is.
Well, we're going to call him Corey because I talked to Corey before the game.
So if you hear us refer to Corey on the Warhawks, that'd be number 13.
Then you know who he is if you're listening.
Jackson loses the ball in a crowd of defenders there. That's a nice pass by the Warhawks, and that three is going to be offline, rebounded by Julius. That was that was Oblitely taking the shot for the Warhawks. Jackson finds Varichello, kicks it to Anderson. And looks at Francis down low. Julius wants to go up again, and he misses, but that's going to go out of bounds off of the DuBois. For DuBois, you want to cycle this ball around, hopefully tire Washington out. Speaking of tiring out, there's a very nice slam dunk by Corey for the Warhawks. DuBois defense.
He's got
18 points.
18 points tonight. He's been very impressive, and I've been calling him by the wrong name all game. Either way, here's Varichello for the Dream. Finds Francis down low again, looks to back his man down, and he pulls a nice fadeaway. Julius salutes the crowd with a nice taunt.
Julius has 14 right now.
14.
I'm assuming he has a double-double.
Yeah.
Nice play on layup there by Oblitely for the Warhawks. And here comes Jackson in, and that's going to go offline. DuBois has to get back to avoid. So here's that fatigue we were talking about. DuBois is just right.
Also with 18.
Oblitely also has 18 points. tonight, the Blighty. Anderson finds Varicella, it's almost stolen. Jackson calling for the ball. Varicella wants to slow it down. 6 seconds remaining on his shot clock. Varicella spins in with a nice layup. And there's going to be an and one for Varicella. If he wanted to slow the offense down, he knew exactly what he was looking for, and he found it.
Yeah, they were playing that man-on-man up front near the top of the key area. Then, of course, the low post was matched up with Jackson and Francis were matched up down in the low post on defense. So Albert just kind of was looking at that 24-second clock right in front of him, and then he just challenged the defensive player in front of him and took it right into the paint and got fouled with the basket.
And Varicella is going to convert the and one. DuBois trailing by 3 here with just under 4 minutes remaining in this third quarter. If you're listening, stay tuned in. We are gearing up for a very incredible fourth quarter here. As the shot by Washington went offline, rebounded by one of the Lucic Jozaks. Vika, hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. He's going to get shots.
A lot of these guys that went to either junior colleges or Division III colleges or Division IIAs, so this is their opportunity to try to get looked at. You never know who's going to be in the gym or who's watching tapes online. And, this is what it's all about for these guys.
His first free throw is going to be offline. Yeah, they do bring that up a lot. They really want to see themselves online. They want to get that recognition. I get asked about all the time. And as Lucic Jozak goes 0 for 2 from the line, but they always want that recognition, and I'm always happy to be able to give that to them and help them with that. So here's Lee Payne, finds Rue Moore, finds Lucic Jozak to the other Lucic Jozak, and they're going to say he was fouled. I to J. Joseph.
That's the reward, Brad, of packing in and keep attacking down low all the time. You just keep attacking it. Depending on what personnel you have out on the floor, you adjust with your coaching. So if you're giving some other guys some rest, you put other personnel in, you go with their strengths. You just keep packing down low, and that time they get the reward with a foul, shooting foul. Unfortunately, the first shot was missed that time.
That is Joseph Lucic Jozak at the line. As you heard, his first shot was offline. And his second is also offline. So and he recovers it though. Here's Varicella. Looked like he wanted to shoot 3, but he gives it to Rue Moore, who's going to shoot it. And that's going to be offline, rebounded by the Warhawks. Called a loose foul call. And feel the tides turning in this game. Momentum might be shifting back to DuBois here.
They gotta make free throws.
There are 4 points left on the board for DuBois there. Hopefully they can convert 1 or 2 of these. Lucic Jozak. Joseph is going to start 0 for 1 at the line. He's going to convert 1.
That's a big point, though.
Yeah. Hey, any point helps. Harper's going to hand off to Ghaffori. He tries to look off the man. Gives it back to Harper. Excuse me, that was Osei he's giving it to. I saw 42 instead of 32. Now here's Rue Moore for DuBois. He finds Varicella. Varicella finds Lucic Jozak, gives it right back to Varicella, who's going to pull up and shoot, and that's going to be offline. He's going to get back. We're going to need Washington's ball. Take a mandatory timeout here. With 2:29 remaining in this third quarter, the Washington Warhawks 72 and the DuBois Dream 68.
Joseph
we'd like to give our thanks to Johnson Motors and Johnson Subaru, where you'll find great new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs with great service to follow. Support our sponsors for their support of the dream. Also, be sure to visit our cafeteria/concessions area to get your dream cookie by Cookie Creations. Looks terrific and tastes great. Also, try a cup of coffee or hot cocoa with your dream cookie. Thank you, Cookie Creations, for supporting the DuBois dream.
You know, one thing in common for both teams is they have a player and owner on each side. Albert Varichello for the DuBois Dream. And I did mark over here, but I don't want to move my sheet because Zane Felix helping us out with the stats. I had him marked over here, but one player for Washington also is an owner and player. So that's pretty remarkable. You know how each, there was somebody in each community that, goes out and puts this together.
They have that desire for basketball. They just want to keep playing and then bring something to the community. So here are the Warhawks. Harper wants to drive in against Lucic Jozak, kicks out to Forey. That's going to be rebounded by Washington. Harper comes in again. Wow. And that shot is going to be good for Harper. All right, now here's Lou Payne for DuBois. I believe that was Farrar for Washington. That is the player owner. As you see, our player owner for the DuBois Dream, Albert Varichello, right now. Kicks it down low to Lucic Jozak with another behind the back pass, and is going to go out of bounds off of Washington. Lucic Jozak's going to shoot. Shot, that's going to be offline. He pretty much had to shoot that because his shot clock was running down. And here is Corey for the Warhawks. He's going to get a chance to add one from the line. He's been very impressive tonight. I think that puts him at 20 points tonight. He has a chance to make it 21. As Julius Francis and Anthony Jackson are checking in, as both Joseph and Ivaika Lucic Jozak are checking out. You're going to need those big men later on in the game. Don't want them to be too worn out now. And he converts. Corey Ferguson? All right. Wait, I can't.
Not Jonathan Lynch like I thought.
So here's the Forey with a no-look pass to Harper under the net, and that's going to be good. So we're going to see Ruel Moore. You might see Ruel Moore. Find Varichello down in the corner. And Varichello finds Jackson. He's going to pull up and shoot a three, and that's going to be good by Anthony Jackson. Varichello almost picks off the inbound pass, but he's going to hustle back on defense. So here's Harper for the Warhawks. Lightly now. There's a drive in amongst DuBois' big men. And Harper gets the rebound.
Harper has 16 right now.
Yeah, they've been working hard here. They got to work better.
We have heard Harper has 16 points. Jackson pull-up shoots another three. That's going to be offline. Rebounded by Francis, though. He's going to go back, and his shot is not going to go. So you might hear Washington call for one shot. Don't let the shot clock run down. There's Corey Ferguson for the Warhawks. Guarded by Ruel Moore. Gets a screen from Harper. He doesn't use it. Gives it back to Harper. And he just steps up and takes a shot, and that's going to be Offline, rebounded by Francis. That's going to be the end of the third quarter here. The score of the Washington Warhawks 81, the DuBois Dream 71. Thank you to M&M Scotto's Pizzeria, Tony Scotto proprietor. Open 2:11 p.m. to serve you great pizza. Stop in at 5522 Schaefer Road, Unit 125 at the DuBois Mall, or call 371-1115. Thank you for supporting the DuBois Dream.
So fine sponsors there helping with the broadcast with you, Brad, and also supporting the DuBois Dream. So without these fine sponsors, you wouldn't be able to be streaming these games for Coach Albert Barrichello and the entire players and all those sponsors in the local community are supporting this dream, which not just for this season, are hoping to build this up and continue in the community. And this is the first year, but you can't look into that crystal ball, know what's going to happen, but you think this is going to dream big, as we say, because this is something that's is really something special in DuBois. It's going to happen for Albert Barrichello and his brothers and the rest of these guys, and it's going to be a big thing.
Yeah, again, the entire community has come out to support this. We've had sponsors from all over. Different businesses have come in asking to sponsor. They really want.
And the important thing too, Brad, is what you can see. It's not about the W's, and that's the big thing. It's about in the community and working with the kids.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just amazing.
Julius might be one of the nicest players and the best with kids. The kids love him. As you can probably hear, a lot of people chanting his name when he gets the ball or cheering. So Rue Moore is going to find Jackson. Jackson's shot's going to be offline though. There's Harper again. He's been a big contributor to the Warhawks' lead here. Very nice pass by Gafori to Harper. Very nice finish by the Warhawks. That man was Osei, Bryant Osei.
Well, Brad, it's go time. 12 points down.
And Anthony Jackson makes it 10. Yeah, this is where you're going to see teams' stripes, if you will. Gafori with an easy pull-up jumper. He made it look easy. As Jackson gives it to Julius, gives it back out to Jackson. Jackson looks to Rue Moore. They're going to call it 3-second violation. DuBois really has to look for a stop on defense here. Corey Ferguson finds Harper. That shot's going to be offline. Rebounded by Julius. Here's Anthony Jackson. Gives it to Julius. Julius shoots a three. And that's good, Julius. He can do it all.
17 for him.
17 points for Julius Francis on the night. We're going to venture a guess and say he's in a double-double again.
I think that's pretty safe bet.
Absolutely. Harper gets loose and drives under the net, converts. The Dream down by 11 still with 10 minutes to go. Nick Anderson finds Jackson, who gives it down to Francis. Francis goes up again. That's just going to be offline. There's Osei for the Warhawks. So you're going to see Nick Anderson coming down to our right again. Drives in. A nice layup, but it would not go. Almost finished by Jackson. And there's Corey Ferguson again. And DuBois is going to have to call a timeout here.
Yeah, it's the biggest lead of the ball game for Washington. 91-76.
Unfortunately for DuBois, it's coming with 9 minutes left to go here in the game. and they don't really have an answer to the Warhawks right now. It's just seemed like the Warhawks come back and convert every chance they get. They haven't been making foolish mistakes. This game's not over, though, by any means.
No, it's just, you know, you got to get you pick your chances, and you got to take advantage of some breaks, too. You know, what Washington will give you, you got to take advantage of it. And now you almost have to play that near-perfect game now for the last 9 minutes here. Because when you're down, you don't want this deficit to get any bigger. You could smell that victory early on, the way DuBois was playing, Brad. And now it's still there, but you cannot let this deficit get any bigger than what it is, and you have to start chipping away. And you're still in this game. I mean, you are. This game can change with the way the three-point shooting can change this game around in a hurry. But you still got to attack inside. You still got to attack that inside.
I'm sure they'll be looking to Julius down low a lot. They look to him a lot already. I'm sure you'll see him even more, so he can open up room for those three-point shooters.
But the passing has kind of stopped a little bit, too, in the offense.
There's a miscommunication for the personnel for Washington here. Barrichello inbounds the ball.
Well, somebody must have been in the penalty box.
Yeah. DuBois probably wishes it was Harper. He's been having a really good game. Here's Barrichello, finds Francis down low. And that's not going to go. He's going to get his own rebound. His pass is going to be offline. And there's uncontested layup by Oblady, for the Warhawks. So you're going to see Barrichello here. Wants to drive the lane and goes a nice layup by Barrichello. And now DuBois has to stop this. Hopefully they can get a turnover here. There's Harper. Tries to drive in against Barrichello, and he finds Ferguson. He finds man out for three, and that's going to be offline. That man was Oblady again. That's something DuBois needs right there. Keep chipping away at this lead, and there's going to be it. Mishandling the ball by DuBois. Ferguson kicks it down low to Oblady. They're going to call it. Yep.
Nick Anderson taking one for the team again.
Yep. His motor is always running. He has been... Him and Albert and Dom have all been real close and always been really close.
Yeah, the little guys go out there and they all have a towel in their hand and they get out there and wipe up the sweat.
Hey, they love it though.
Yeah, they do.
As the Warhawks going to take a timeout here.
Brad Divens here with your play-by-play, and Brad's doing a great job. And if you didn't know by now, Brad's doing this as an internship with Albert Barrichello, and Albert's very thankful for having Brad doing these games and streaming them for the DuBois Dream this year.
Again, just do what I can for the community. I really want to see this team succeed. You can hear the fans. They love it. And everybody wants to see this team succeed. And hopefully, before the end of the season, they'll come out with something no matter what. But hopefully it's something that everybody in this community, everybody on the team can cherish for a long time. And now, Calais inbounds it. Barrichello gives it to Moore. 8 minutes remaining here in this game. And Rue Moore drives under the net, and he's going to get fouled. 44, Ricci.
Well, Brad, as you know, you can drive that lane and you get that layup and you draw the foul. So it stops the clock as well.
Yeah, I wonder if it's something that newly appointed head coach Adam Crawford drew up. During that Warhawks timeout, you're going to see Moore get his first shot from the line. That's going to be good. Dream have 79 right now. And Moore could not push it to 80 as the Warhawks have 93. It's a close game still. 8 minutes remaining. It's not over. Here's Ferguson for the Warhawks. Finds O'Blady. Gets a screen by Ricci. Finds Ferguson again, who looks like he wanted to take a shot, but he would have been blocked. Shot clock violation.
That's what they need. Washington looks like they were trying to run that wheel play and get that cutter where they can get somebody to cut through the lane and goes right down through the chute there. But DuBois did a great job on defense handling that. Next thing you know, the buzzer.
Here's Jackson, finds Luci's Jozak under the net. He puts it up, and that's not going to go. Rebounded by Luci's Jozak there. He's going to get a second chance, and that one's going to be good. Joseph Luci's Jozak, that one is. Converts, giving DuBois 81 points. Jozak's seventh point of the night. As Washington keeps bleeding the shot clock down, and that's going to be good for 3 by O'Blighty. Almost a nice basket by Rue Moore, but it was just offline. And now you're going to see the Warhawks come back. Here's Ricci. Finds Ferguson. Down in the corner off screen there. And there's going to be a misplay by the Warhawks. Varichello in the corner is going to inbound the ball to Lou Payne. And there's Payne. Finds Jackson. Jackson wants to put his head down and drive in. He comes out with the basketball somehow, but he misses his shot. But however, DuBois is going to retain possession of the ball here. 6:25 remaining in this game. Warhawks 96 to the Dreams 81. So you're going to see Albert Varichello out there. Finds Jackson down low. Jackson with a very nice play. Fake the man out.
Takes the baseline move under the hoop and then did almost complete 360 and reverse layup for Jackson that time for DuBois. Coach Bryant for Washington filling in for the head coach tonight. Keeping working those guys hard on the court tonight for the Warhawks.
Absolutely. There's a shot by the Warhawks going to go offline. Jackson has 22 points tonight. Very impressive in both of his home games. See if DuBois can take this lead back. They need more points here. Here's Lucy Jozak. He's going to travel. We're going to take a mandatory timeout here. 5:49 remaining in the game. The Washington Warhawks 96. The DuBois Dream 83. I'd like to take this time to extend a big thank you to Carol Foles, Coldwell Banker, Developac Realty, for coming on board and supporting the team. Thanks, Carol. You see the kids come out. They wipe the floor again. They get another chance. Also, we'd like to thank Downtown Imprints, Screen Printing and Embroidery, family owned and operated since 2001, providing highest quality products and customer service. Located at 55 West Long Avenue, call 503-8025. Thanks for supporting the DuBois Dream. Forey for the Warhawks. There's going to be a charge on him. Again, Lou Payne, Nick Anderson, they just hang in there and they take those heavy shots.
He took one for the team. Huh?
Absolutely. Any team that's going to be successful needs players like him.
Guys find the guys with the cleanest, or the cleanest, where all the clean spots are on the floor, huh?
Yeah. As DuBois going to be forced to take a timeout here because of the pressure by the Warhawks. I'd like to take this time to thank Sunny 106 WDSN FM at 98.7 on your dial for your support of the DuBois Dream. Going along with that, we'd like to extend a big thank you to Megarock, WMKX FM, and WJNG FM at 105.5 and 100.5 on your dial. Sponsored by Megarock, your power rock station. So, just about 5.5 minutes left to go here in this game. DuBois trailing by 13 in a very exciting game. And they're definitely still not out of it. This team is capable of overcoming anything.
They're able to get it back down to 13, so you still got to, in-your-face defense. Washington has applied that to DuBois, and DuBois has just got to try to cut down that speed of Washington now when they get the ball on offense. It's simple. They just have to come up with the stops right now. They know they're in a battle.
Absolutely. So here's Varichello. Elias looks like he wanted the ball. Varichello's going to drive in a very nice block by Patrick Ricci. That was one of the best defensive plays I've seen all night.
He was able to get up there and swat it away. Fortunately for everybody here, it went clear down into the near the AD's room.
Lou Payne.
Julius Francis.
Yeah, he's going to get fouled there.
Oh, no. Julius is down on the court now.
Julius got hit going up, and then he's going to be down. Trainer Bill Edwards is going to go out to look at him. DuBois cannot afford this. Julius is going to stay in the game here. After receiving an ovation from the crowd, still rotating that shoulder. And Varichello takes the free throw. So now Varichello converts a technical, and then Julius is going to get 2 shots from the line here. And he's going to miss his first. Julius converts 1 from the line. So we're going to see how that injury could impact his defense at all here. And here's Harper, who's been very impressive. They're going to call a travel on the Warhawks here. That could be huge. The crowd starting to come alive again with just about 5 minutes remaining here. You see Anthony Jackson pushing up the court. He's going to go up.
Yep. He's trying to go coast to coast that time.
There's a foul on the Warhawks there. And Marshall Webb.
Brad, wouldn't you say this game is beyond chippy now?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Very physical.
Both these teams want to win so bad.
Harper from Washington gave the little guys a pat on the head there when they came out to clean up the spot on the floor.
And Jackson's second shot is missed. DuBois down by 10 here. You might want to stay tuned in. This is going to be a very tight, close ending. The Warhawks might feel a little rushed on offense here. There's a shot by Webb, and that's offline. Rebounded by Ghafouri, though. And that's going to give him a chance to reset the shot clock. And there's Harper. Finds the man, wants to drive in, and Julius stops it, and then rebounded by Jackson. Here he comes back up the court. To Calais for three. That's offline. Rebounded by Jackson. And he could not convert. Here's owner Farrar finds Ghafouri, and they want to drain this clock some more. Almost nice defensive play over by Jackson on a save, but he could not get him. Jackson's going to shoot a three. That's going to be good by Anthony Jackson.
26 for him.
26 points for Anthony Jackson tonight. Might be the best signing in the PBL this entire year. Now here's Webb driving in, and that's going to be offline. Rebounded by DuBois. Here comes Jackson again. Here's Lou Payne. The layup, and that's good. DuBois only down by 7 points now with 3:43 remaining. I have never heard this place louder. The ref needs some assistance from the Towel Boys there.
That was fun.
It's only gonna get louder.
You called it, Brad. Stay close.
Oh yeah. If they get a stop here, it's gonna be incredible. Let's say inbounding the ball to Ferguson. DuBois has to account for all their men. Here's Ferguson, finds Osei. Osei's gonna throw it out of bounds. And DuBois is gonna get a chance here. Here's Rue Moore. Nick Anderson, he finds Jackson. Jackson wants to shoot it. He can't find the lane. He drives in, Jackson puts it up. That's gonna be offline, rebounded by the Warhawks. They're going to call a travel on the Warhawks. That is Oblady, who's had an amazing game. He's up to 23 points. DuBois does not have to rush this here. There's still 3 minutes left, only down by 7. They have to make smart decisions here. As Barrichello drives in, and it's not going to go. Out of bounds on the Warhawks.
There's a break for DuBois. Tough roll.
Yeah. It just fell off the rim. So you're going to see Jackson here inbound to Barrichello. Closely guarded by Ferrari. He's going to shoot a three. That's offline. Rebounded by Lucic. Jozak, no basket. They're going to call a foul on Lucic Jozak here. DuBois can't let that get to them, though. They need to keep cool heads here. The bench is up in arms at the officials here. Here's Ferguson, kicks it out to Harper. Harper tries to drive in. He finds a man open shot, and that ball's offline. Rebounded by DuBois, and Rue Moore coming up the court with it. Rue Moore loses the ball. Tries to do a nice move. Then a nice play by Anthony Jackson. Man went down very hard. Call blocking foul on Anthony Jackson. It's going to be O'Blighty, I believe, at the line. Yep. He's going to get 2 shots. And they want to hear the crowd get loud, and he converts the first one. And Julius is going to check back in. Allowing substitutions here. Julius is calling for the crowd to get in. Everyone's calling for the crowd to get in. This is a big free throw here. And he missed it. Rebounded by the Warhawks, though, and they're going to get a chance. DuBois is trying to foul him. There's O'Blighty for the Warhawks. Can't let him convert this. Goes in, stuffed by Jackson. Here comes Varichello back up the court. Varichello to Rue Moore for 3. He's going to get fouled. They're going to give him 3 shots here. This is huge, too. I feel like I've been saying everything's huge for the past 4 minutes.
Really big, huh? How about that, Brad?
Yeah. This is.
He gets 3 shots. Clock stopped. 99-91.
His first shot's going to go offline. Rue's second shot is going to go offline.
These hurts.
Yeah. He is going to be kicking himself later for that.
Well, as a whole tonight, free throw shooting has really hurt tonight.
Absolutely. Rue made 1 of 3 from the line. DuBois down by 7 here with just 2 minutes to go. And there's O'Blighty, finds Farrar, kicks to Ferguson. He wants to slow it down. Varichello almost with a steal. Ferguson's going to shoot a 3. That's offline. Rebounded by DuBois. Here comes Jackson. Drives in. He shoots. He's going to be fouled too. And he's going to get the and 1. Wow. Anthony Jackson is ridiculous. 28 points for him tonight. As this place is a madhouse right now. This is huge for Jackson, and everything's huge right now. Jackson converts. DuBois only down by 4. The Warhawks can barely hear themselves. I can barely hear myself. And here is O'Blighty for the Warhawks. Kicks it down low to Harper, who's been a real big contributor. Julius tries to get out and guard Farrar, and that's going to be good for the Warhawks. Giving them 101. Here's Varichello for DuBois. Finds, oh, he couldn't find a man down low. And there's going to be a foul. All right.
Oh, it's a break.
He's going to get 2 shots from the line, too, here. Julius at the line here. Minute 13 to go.
These are crucial, very crucial here.
Julius misses first. Thanks, John, for the synonym of huge.
Need this one bad.
Oh, yeah. That one's going to be good. Julius goes 1 of 2 from the line that time. Just about to tick under a minute to go here for DuBois. Down by 4 points. They need to keep it tight on defense. And here's Farrar. Wants to drive. He pulls up and shoots. That's offline. Rebounded by the Warhawks, though. And they're going to have a chance to bleed this down even more. Harper finds Ferguson. Finds a man out. That's Webb. Webb finds Farrar. And that's going to be good by Farrar. This here is Lou Payne for DuBois. Finds Rue Moore. Rue Moore finds Varichello. Varichello for 3. Offline. Rebounded by Varichello. He gets it back. He misses the shot, but that rebounded by Lou Payne. He's going to lose it. And he's gonna have the foul there.
This by far the biggest offensive performance for DuBois Dream, but just hate to see it come up short.
Absolutely.
Against 97 points is the highest they've scored all season. Wow, just
no matter the turnout, this has been an incredible game. Like. Really need to miss these 2 free throws here. As Ferguson's first is offline. Might have been affected by the crowd.
Well, Corey Ferguson just showed that he's human.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He has 25 points on the night. As Ferguson's gonna get his second here. And he's gonna miss that one too. Rebounded by Jackson. DuBois has to look for points here, no matter what. And there's going to be a turnover by DuBois. And easy finish by Webb. Oh, that's Oblighty, excuse me. And then a turnover of Nick Anderson, Julius Francis. You can't hang your head after this game for sure. This, one of DuBois' best performances. A little fatigue it impacted them, but like I said, you can't hang your head. This is incredible. The fans are loving it, everyone's having fun, so that's what matters here. You're gonna see more of this, as Farrar's first shot is good.
Sure, the guys are going to be dejected about this one, but this one's going to hurt a little bit more.
Yeah. Farrar goes 1 for 2 from the line. That ball is going to go out of bounds off the Warhawks, but there's only 3 seconds remaining here.
I'm not friend to talk about like team highs.
Oh, okay.
Julia's going to inbound the ball to Rue Moore. Moore's going to put up a shot. That's going to be good, but it is not enough.
No quit.
No quit. Definitely. The final score here, the Washington Warhawks 106, the DuBois Dream 100. Very good game. Thank you for joining us.
We have some high points.
You want to read them?
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
Anthony Jackson had 29 points. Rue Moore 18. 29.
For Anthony Jackson.
That is ridiculous. Only rivaled by Oblighty for the Warhawks with 26 and Lynch by 23 with 23. Or excuse me, that was Ferguson we decided. Okay, Ferguson for the Warhawks.
Anybody else? We had
Julius had 19. Varichello 16. Again, I mentioned Rue Moore's 18. O'Shea for the Warhawks at 15. Harper, 18. All in all, a very good game here.
No, Brad, I'm going to ask you this question.
Good.
I know you want to get off here.
No, you're fine. You're
The
fine.
Scouts are watching these two teams tonight. I know there's elite teams in this league like Rochester, Kentucky.
Yep.
And they have some very talented players. But if
yeah.
you were looking for one particular player or two players tonight that would grab your attention, if you had a D-League team out there or a team overseas, I'm just saying, like, these guys have big dreams.
Oh, absolutely.
But if you were a scout and somebody grabbed your eye tonight, two players, who would that be tonight?
All right, I'll start with the Warhawks. I'll go one from each team. Corey Ferguson from the Warhawks. He was incredible, always 23 points, always coming through. He had some very important moments of the game, the free throws at the end. He only converted one, but again, Ferguson was really impressive tonight. And then for DuBois, obviously it's going to be Anthony Jackson. He was all over the court, 29 points. You saw a few nice defensive plays by him. And I feel like he just leads the team on offense right now, and they're going to play through him consistently. Do you have any other opinion?
No, you probably hit it right there. And again, these guys are just phenomenal. They're playing their hearts out. And another phrase, they're playing their guts out because they're playing as a team out there, and you don't see any individuals whatsoever. And they work hard, they're practicing, but I'll just say it's great to talk to these guys. They come off the bus from Washington, and then our local team, DuBois. And sure, these guys are going to be dejected, but we want to thank the league too. I mean, they have some great teams there, and some teams fall away, new teams come aboard, and it's a great thing that they have going on. And Brad, again, thanks to you because you're promoting this DuBois team, and I hope you can be a part of it as long as you can.
Oh, I plan on it. All right, once again, the final score, the Washington Warhawks 106, the DuBois Dream 103. I am Brad Divins along with John Allen. Thanks for joining me again. I'd love to have you back if you want to come back.
All right.
I had a great time. Thanks, everyone, and good night.